Capricorn, welcome to the rest of your 2025. This is just going to be a quick preview, just kind of see what's coming your way. And look at that, we already got a card. I've already shuffled these earlier, but we have Dove Spirit, be peace. Wow, be at peace, be the peace you seek in the world, Capricorn. All right, let's get a couple of more oracle cards and then we'll get started on your tarot. We're going to do a row for your career and finance. We're doing a row for romance, and then whatever the universe wants you to know. And we have she who enfolds, swathe, embrace, and self-care. You can go ahead and try to pronounce that name. I'm not even going to try because I would butcher the heck out of it. So let's get one more oracle. And I get, yeah, that self-care, be at peace. Sounds nice. Oh, never ending story. I get kind of irritated when I see this because it makes me think of, cycles. I mean, that's life. But there might be something that is ongoing in your life that I don't know if that's something you like or don't like. All right, we've got a jumper for you. We got the 8 of Wands. Got some momentum here. This first row, like I said, is your career and finance. Something is picking up. We have 4 of Pentacles, all right, and the 6 of Pentacles. Now let's get some crossing energy for you. Hello, hello. What do we have here? 2 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords. Don't go crazy yet. We'll see. We'll get it all figured out. And the 6 of Swords. Okay. Bada boom, bada bing. Here we go. Now, your career and money might be being affected by your love here. Something. Look at this. This first row is supposed to be career and finance. This could be you going into business with your partner, someone whom you love, something like that. There's a partnership here with this 2 of Cups, and it's coming at you hot, fast, and maybe wet. I think of R.I.P.D. I love that movie, R.I.P.D. But anyway, it's coming at you hot and fast. Communication regarding this partnership. So if this isn't like a family business, this is a marriage of some kind. This is a partnership of some kind. I don't necessarily mean romantic. It could be for some of you. You might be going into business with your significant other. That is here. It's on the table. Okay, it's literally on the table. I think this is happening fast for you. Not necessarily the romance. I mean, it could be. I feel like this is kind of tied into the same, this is the romance and the work. This is something that maybe you just possibly love doing, and it's coming quickly. Whatever this is, this energy is coming at you very quickly. You might just be putting your intent on it, like you are focused on this. And so I think you're also considering like your work and finance. You're really focused on saving. And you might be worried about it too, which I don't like. I don't want you to be worried about your saving. Maybe you feel like you're not saving enough. Maybe you feel like you're not investing in the right places. And so whatever this is, this worry, it's in your mind. Trust what you're feeling, right? Because anytime you see a blindfold or the eyes covered in the tarot, it's talking about trusting your intuition. It's about trusting what you can't see. Maybe you can't see. So when you're saving something, right, you might just be saving just a little bit here and there, and it may not look like much right now. That's the message I'm getting. You need to let this grow. You need to give it time. There's an element of time here on this investment, this what you're saving for. It's going to take time. So this is one of those things where it's like trust in the process. You're going to get there. You're going to have a nest egg, but yeah, it's going to take time, and I think it's normal to be worried about it. I don't think this is anything that is really worth worrying about, unless you aren't saving, and then you might want to worry about it. So it depends on where you are in this scenario. Maybe you're worried that you're just not saving enough. And if that's the case, kind of look at your stuff. Where can you cut spending and, put it away instead of having that $5, $6, $7, Starbucks or whatever it is in the morning? Put it away. Just anything that you don't absolutely need, be more frugal, perhaps. Maybe you don't feel like you're being frugal enough. Maybe you're spending too much. That could be what's going on here, not saving enough. So this is saying to take a look at, your resources, and she's feeling like she's tied up here. So there is an element here of maybe feeling like your resources are tied up and you can't use them, you can't utilize them. There's a bit of that here as well. So I feel like we need a Seven of Pentacles here energy, where you do some analysis, take a look at what you're saving, what you're not saving. Just get on top of it. Just get on top of it. And then also trust your intuition, because there's something that you're not readily able to see right now. And so you need to trust your intuition on this. Possibly you might have a gut feeling on an investment. That sort of thing is what I'm getting with that. And we have, look at this, 2 sixes. Sixes are good. So we have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. For some of you, if this work, if you're worried about this work and it's not giving you enough, right? Not giving you enough to save, not giving you enough to get ahead for your family, you're going to start looking at the value here. Is it equal reciprocity? Are you getting back a fair amount? This is about self-worth right here. Are you getting back a fair amount for the work you're putting in? If not, guess what? You're moving on. You're going to move on. If this is not coming out right for you, that's what I'm getting with this. So for some of you, you might be changing jobs. You might be speeding in another direction for something you love to do. Because even if you were making tons of money, but it wasn't making you happy, you could move on. But what I'm feeling here is, I don't feel like you feel like you're getting enough to save with, So I feel like some of you are going to be changing what you do for work and moving on to something better, really taking a lot of wisdom with you as well, because I think you've learned a lot here from this hands-on work that you've been doing. But I do feel that for some of you, there will be a change, or you're going to be thinking about your resources and reciprocity in a different way because of this situation here. You're going to know your worth. Your worth is important. You can negotiate. You can always try. If you don't ask for a raise, if you don't ask for things, the answer is automatically no. So I think this is all about your self-worth, loving yourself, and moving in the right direction here. I think so. But you could be motivated if you are getting into a new relationship. You might be worried that it's not enough for the both of you. You might be worried that you need more for a new potential family. That could be the case here. I'm seeing it. It seems very clear to me. So now let's take a look at your romance and see what's going on there. Healing. Knight of Swords. I laugh when it's inappropriate. And victory. Okay, there is a card of healing here, which is a Three of Swords. Could be disappointment in some type of love situation. Doesn't even have to be romantic, you guys. This is not saying, so if you've got a relationship here and it's good, it doesn't mean, oh no, something horrible is going to happen. This could be disappointment in other relationships. It could be disappointment from past relationships that you haven't healed from. So let's take a look here and see what the crossing energy is. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and look at that. We got the Six of Wands and the Six of Wands. Hey, hey. And then we got Four of Cups. So this is what I'm feeling right now. Initially, this is what is coming up to me. So the Queen of Pentacles is about, this is you. This is Capricorn energy. This is the queen and mother of resources. And she's a hardworking energy, just as you are. And I think in any of the affairs of the heart, we got to put more work into it. And I think right here, what this is saying is something's blocked, something's not working, something's not flowing in a relationship of yours. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a partnership right here, a work partnership, could be, depends on you. But there's something here that needs care and attention because her being the mother of all resources, this is about being very nurturing. She can't grow anything unless she's nurturing, and we have this little bunny here to represent her for fertility and abundance. And this energy here, the hard work that you put into your pentacles, your money, it's saying you need to put that into some self-care here and into your relationships. There's something here, Capricorn, that's lacking in your relationship. It's lacking the care and effort that you put into your work. It needs to go into this as well for more balance in your life. If it resonates, take it. If it's not your story, it's not your story. You don't have to be mean in the comments or anything like that. Just let it go and let it be for somebody else, right? So the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands, this is, there is an element here of rushing because that is the Knight of Swords, but there's also a card of victory here. So, and accolades, recognition. I think for your relationships, this is your, you want to have honest communication. You want to be open, be truthful, right? To have success in these relationships. And also be, I would say with this, with the Knight of Swords, maybe be a little more adventurous if you're kind of a homebody. We have a knight here. Knights are forward thinking. They like to move. They're on the move all the time. And so there's an element here of maybe wanting to spice things up a little bit, maybe do a little bit of travel. And I think that would spark some passion here in your relationships. That's what I'm getting with that. It's a very specific story there. And with the Six of Wands and the Four of Cups, your success, I think you're probably going to have a lot of success here in your future, but there is an element of boredom starting to come in. This is boredom. This is, having the same thing every day. So you need to change things up to keep things spicy. You need to get out there and do stuff with your partner is what I'm getting here with this, because I feel like you put a lot of your time, effort, and energy into your actual work, and it needs to go into your relationships. So there's someone near you that's getting bored, that's needs a little bit more excitement is what I'm getting here with this Six of Wands. This need to get out. The horse is telling me it's time to be more free with your time is what I'm getting with this. So you don't get stuck in boredom because you end up doing the same things every single day, and it's great when you're, really working towards your pentacles and you're trying to have this family dynamic here. I feel like there is this push pull with how much work you do and then what you give to your family, to your significant other. There might be some imbalance there, Capricorn, is what I'm feeling. Could be, because I'm getting this tension. I'm feeling a tension here. And this never-ending story, are you a workaholic? It's very, very possible. that you could be getting bored too. You might be needing some self-care, some R&R. So let's see what the additional messages from Spirit are. I mean, look at this. You got the Nine of Pentacles. This is little luxuries. This is, yes, you're working hard, you're making the money, you're very self-sufficient, but where's the play? Where's the fun here? There's a lot of victory, but where's the fun? King of Swords, Page of Swords, a lot of air here, a lot of communication, fair, being just, truthful. But where's the fun? I'm not seeing any fun here. That's just me. I'm such. Oh, there we go. There's some celebration right there with the Three of Cups. Back to work. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Ah. So I do think you're going to be taking some time to have some fun here to celebrate. You might be throwing a party, is what I'm seeing. Something, there's some celebration here. This tells me you have some kind of very special skill that you're using to gain your pentacles, and that's great. So there's definitely going to be some celebration happening here. I feel like you're finally going to take a break. You've earned it, right? That's part of that self-care, is to just enjoy everything that you've built up for your family here. But I don't think that celebration, you're going to do a small little break and then it's like back, nose to the grindstone. You're very professional, very work oriented, very, what do you call it? I don't want to say studious, I don't want to say stoic, but you're really focused and determined, to, you know, have, well, this is a card of mastery, but I think you're really just focused on this work. Whatever you do for work, your pentacles, it is the major thing in your life right now. It is your focus. I don't know what else to say about that. You're just like a laser beam on that money, making them money. And then, so there's going to be some communication coming in here. I don't know if it's you that's walking away from something, or, I'd be careful. If you're, please pay attention to the people in that matter to you, because I get a feeling here of someone walking away from you. Okay. Now, if it's somebody you don't really want around, then that's fine. But I feel like someone's going to be communicating to you, if you don't give me more attention, I'm leaving, kind of thing. That's what I'm getting here. I hate to say that, but I'm thinking that, I'm feeling it. This, for some of you, it could be you communicating to other people that, you know, you're not getting what you need from them and you're walking away. But there is a sense of walking away from things that are not emotionally satisfying, you know? And so this is one of those kind of readings where it feels like a Two of Pentacles. There is some kind of juggling here with your relationships and your money. And I feel like someone could be walking away from something here. I don't know if this is, this could be you walking away from old friendships that just don't, you know, align with what you're wanting in your life. This could be, if it's not relationships, it could just be things that just don't satisfy you anymore. I think you're going to be more focused on work and money, is what I'm seeing here, and not so much, if I get this feeling that if people aren't on board with what you're trying to create and do here, you're just like, all right, see ya. That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. It's like, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem kind of energy. I don't know who is saying that, but that's what I'm getting here. It's this King of Swords. If that's not you, it could be your boss saying, get back to work. There's something here that there's a strong energy coming through of someone who's very bossy. We have Hold Your Vision, 1551. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. And I think if you don't do things their way, they're like it's either my way or the highway. Anyway, focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful and courageous and brave spirit. I don't know if I'm picking up on like a boss energy here, like maybe your boss. Too many cards flipped over. And it could be that's what's causing you the Eight of Swords in the beginning. I think this whole work thing is what's influencing your relationships at this time too. Because you're spending so much time at work, it feels like, that other things in your life are just not getting attention. We have silence. Leopard skin jasper. The totem atom for this gemstone is the leopard. When stalking their prey, leopards are focused and silent. Leopard skin jasper encourages you to do the same. Ooh, maybe you are thinking of leaving a job or something like that. Silence has strength. Work on your goal, but keep quiet about it until it's ready to be shown in the world. If you are thinking about leaving a job, this is saying keep it to yourself until you find a new job and then just leave. That's what it's saying. Revealing something too soon will dissipate its energy. Keep it sacred by keeping it a secret for now, Frodo. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. So, affirmation: I am quiet. I am humble. I don't need the approval of others to validate my efforts and my worth. Yeah, definitely felt that self-worth coming up here. So, some of you, yeah, you're going to be leaving a job or moving on to something else. Because maybe this self-worth, this not feeling like you're getting paid your worth, is a never-ending story. It's time to change that story, right? Yeah. Self-care, embrace yourself, peace. All right, so we got it? Yeah, this one, Seneca. I don't know, my brain's going crazy. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what? What you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. You know what? Because no matter where you go, there you are with all your issues. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's kind of what this whole reading is talking about. Holy smokes. Moral progress. Take initiative to acknowledge a small mistake of your own and correct it. Acknowledging our mistakes takes courage, but it's essential for growth. This practice isn't about self-criticism, but about self-assessment and the willingness to improve. Each correction is a step toward becoming better. Wow. All right, Capricorn. I don't know if this resonated with any of you. I was picking up on so many different energies here. It was kind of hard to tell what was you and what's somebody else. So let me know if I get anything right in this, because it was a little confusing, to be honest. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And that's going to be it for now. We'll see you next time.